I swear my entire YouTube recommend feed is Rachel Zegler for some reason.
Is it?
It feels that way. It's like you just can't escape her at the moment. And yeah.
Well, okay, what do you have to say about Alan? You are the biggest Disney fan ever. What are your comments on the Rachel Zegler, Snow White, and the 7 Portland baristas? What do you think?
Yes. I talked about this on WWD Pro yesterday, but the biggest thing is what is up with this disrespect for Walt Disney? It's Disney 100, and where's Walt Disney to be found? He's been pushed to the side, canceled, whatever. But so what bothers me is not only is it so disrespectful to Disney, Walt Disney the man, but why is the Walt Disney Company not coming to the defense of their founder? So that's what I think. This is the most frustrating thing about it, and the most. It's like, look, Snow White could be the greatest movie ever, and it's been tainted by just the talk of Ms. Ziegler.
Yeah, I here's the thing. I've interviewed many well-known people and celebrities for years. I don't want to date myself, but going back to the 90s, even earlier, I've interviewed a lot of people. I find actors to be the least interesting part of the process. They just are, to me, the least interesting part. I prefer to talk to writers and directors. Producers can be interesting. For the most part, they're politicians. They're about fundraising, putting together the project. But the directors and writers that are true craftspeople, that are artists, they're interesting to talk to. Actors are the least interesting to talk to, and only a small percentage of actors have anything interesting to say. Those are the ones that actually understand the craft of filmmaking and whatnot. Actors mainly parrot things they've heard, or they'll say things they think they should say because it will continue to get them work. But I've always found actors to be kind of vapid, and whatever their opinion is based on, it's rooted in, will this continue to help me get work in Hollywood? Mm-hmm. So when I see an actor say something stupid, I say, well, that's a Tuesday in Hollywood. So it's not all that interesting. So I'm surprised. First of all, I'm not surprised that Rachel Zegler said all those things. What is shocking to me is, one, that she wasn't stopped by people who were managing her behind the scenes. I mean, you're working for the Disney company, and the movie that literally led to you having a job in the present day, right, from 1937, that you should have such disrespect and a complete profound lack of interest or even knowledge of the history and how significant Snow White was at the time. I mean, they called it Disney's folly. They thought he was crazy, and he got loans from banks. Literally, and by the way, Walt Disney, if you research this, he has filed for bankruptcy 7 times across his career. I mean, it's remarkable how much of an impact that he had and how many risks he took in making the films that he did. There's a reason that they have survived as long as they have. And my prediction is this movie, I don't think anybody has any positive thoughts about this film. It looks like it's going to be terrible. But an actor saying something stupid is so, it's just, I feel like I'm so numb to it because and the other thing is that actors, for the most part, are pleasers. So they're looking to please the person that's in front of them in this very moment, whether it's a director they're auditioning for, whether it's a casting agent that they're having a conversation with. Their whole thing is to be liked, because how you get hired in Hollywood is not always related to talent, and it is, but more importantly, are you likable? Can you be on a set for 18 hours and keep up that energy? And they're looking to please. So when I see these actors making stupid comments to the media, it's because that's what the media asked them to say. And they're just trying to please the media person or the media outlet that's in front of them at that very moment. Alan, any other thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I'll just go back again. She said what she said, and I still can't believe the Walt Disney Company in its 100-year celebration has yet to really put anything out about Walt Disney. They are not defending him. They're not talking about him. It's as if he never existed, and that all his efforts to bring a company 100 years to celebrate its 100-year anniversary, why have they? Why will they refuse to acknowledge the existence of this man and the founder? And I just don't understand it. Because I think if they really went through and did some retrospective, some documentary about Walt Disney, maybe that would turn the company around.